So prepare for a intro. And that's the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Disillusioned Plays, Phoenix Wright 8's Attorney Trials and Tribulations. On the most recent episode, we basically tried to get information out of Jean Armstrong, Le Chef, and we found out... What we found out was that a second murder, or the murder... Sorry, I can't speak, apparently. It's hard to recant because it was quite convoluted. That basically the murder occurred, but also the murder was then staged at a certain amount of time later to make it to provide an alibi in Victor Kudo to try and sort of get the scent off of Don Tigre. Who
Furio.
I don't know. Oh,
Furio.
I do Don Tigre as well.
Yeah,
I think you mean Zen Eop.
Yeah, Zen Eop. Which also, I'm also going to point out just before we start that we know it's probably not Tigre. We don't really know why we said Tigre with an A at the end, as if it had an accent, and it doesn't. But god damn it!
It is now.
We've started it, and so we'll finish. As they say on Mastermind, I've started, so I'll finish.
Yes.
And so we shall. But before we jump in, I'm Sarah.
What?
Yep. That's what I said.
Well, I guess I'm Pete then.
And I'm confused.
What on earth just happened then?
Darling, do you need to go back to bed?
I think so. But before we do anything, I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Weenies.
And without further ado, I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
But I'm Taylor.
Nice. That's where I load the wrong save. And,
But yeah,
Oh, God,
it's a plot straight out of a soap opera, isn't it? You hear a dramatic sting in the background. But it actually was a second murder scene staged 30 minutes after the original murder scene.
But it turns out that the crime scene was on the moon. Or something stupid.
Oh, it was reflected in a mirror on the moon.
Oh.
Can't forget the mirror.
Perfect timing, actually.
So
that's a good line to come back in on.
So on the last episode, it actually ended on a black screen, and it's just been, it's the kind of when it shows the text of we're about to go back into court, and then it would usually have the jury go blah 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 blah. The gavel comes down, and then the judge says this. It's just we just happened to end it a message too early. We probably should have advanced the text once.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh well.
So it means there you go. Just pretend you saw the judge slam the gavel down, and
Yes.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Goddo, did you find this Furio Tigre? Yes, we're going to continue calling him Tigre. I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
I'm sorry.
Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on.
He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Oh, I'm going to need to get some water, aren't I?
Oh yeah, you are gonna
Probably.
murder your throat. You stalking me? I can't do it. Oh my god, that hurt mine. I'm sorry, Pete.
Listen, Mr. Godot, I just want to warn you a little bit about the whole taming of the big cats thing, because I already did this one case where this guy got his head bit off by a lion.
Oh yeah.
Back in
Well, I suppose not
Justice
bit
for
off,
All.
but just crunched pretty badly.
Crunched pretty badly.
Oh, dearie me. Right then. Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Oh, I'm glad I got the water. Oh, boy!
He looks angry.
Witness. Phoenix Wright, what are you doing there?
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what are you doing on the witness stand? I don't know what else to do. I like that she faded away.
Maya just literally disappears from reality.
Phased out of existence.
Bye.
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there too.
What'd you say to me? That's a bit high pitched. What'd you say to me? No, nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest.
Who could have guessed that Furio would induce a bad Brooklyn accent? And
I wouldn't say nothing.
Was it? Yes, Brooklyn.
Is that how
located in America?
Neo New America.
I mean, is that how they
Tokyo.
speak in Brooklyn?
Neo San Francisco, yes. Bad Brooklyn accent in the judge.
I got business to take care of. You hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
Oh my goodness, the tiger noise.
Yeah,
The sound effect. I only just noticed it.
Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge, who appears to have dematerialized.
It was the, why am I in the courtroom on my own?
I just realised I didn't take a toilet break in the recess, so I'm gonna go now.
I just imagine him hiding under the desk and like bringing the gavel up and just lightly rapping it on the desk. And the
Lightly,
arms
so no one
can down.
So no one can hear it.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it. We're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
Wait.
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What you say? There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law.
Oh god, here we go. He's off again. He's off again.
And I'm the one that hauled you in.
Surely he would know that, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Godot brought him in, and then he just, like, forgets between arriving at the courthouse and then coming into the room.
Maybe all he was doing all the way to the court was just growling in anger and he wasn't paying attention. He's just roaring everywhere as he's coming in.
Or it was in fact Gumshoe that brought him in. Like Godot said that he would bring him in, but it was just Gumshoe.
Yeah, he just.
Oh boy, pal, help! He's scaring me.
You sure you want me to bring him in, pal? I mean.
I like how the tiger is looking at us kind of in the same way that he is.
Yeah. I just noticed that.
I'll be interested to see if the eyes on the tiger print move around, at some point.
Yeah.
The tiger starts sweating when he starts sweating.
Too cool.
Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Maya shouts from underneath the table.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, masked boy. I mean, you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then.
The judge has quite a regal seat, doesn't he?
Please tell us
Yes,
about...
he does.
Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Phoenix Wright.
Huh?
You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Here,
You
yes.
hear what I'm
Understand?
saying?
No. Ooh, maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. Ew.
Ew.
An adult diaper.
Whoa, get a grip, Nick!
Just like
I said you hiding under the
so
desk.
aggressive under the desk.
At least it's... Never mind.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all the time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. Yous want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
I love how he looks worried on that one.
Yeah, because he
Oh,
always
the judge
does when
is
he
back.
mentions by letter.
Ah, at last I've found my pen.
Silly me, I'm so clumsy.
Oops, there goes the gavel. I suppose, oh no, I have to go and find it.
Whoopsie.
Oh, I seem to have got a case of dropsies today.
Oh, no, I didn't see what he said.
Sorry.
I don't know what he said. It was like something.
Just something Mr. Wright.
My bloody throat. Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that, please.
I know these kind of games the guy in the blue plays.
Oh, sorry.
I know these kind of games that guy in the blue plays.
Text-based legal visual novels?
That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
But that's what the low life? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna make this noise. I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
Oh, God.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
See, it's weird, right? Because what his last line was seemed kind of threatening to me. But then he had the face that looked kind of worried or frightened. You know, like when he has the face, not Nick.
Yeah, no.
Like, no.
Tigre.
And it's like, how am I supposed to do that? It's like,
I'm gonna threaten you. You gonna borrow it from me?
it's like, what?
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
I didn't think it was that kind of thing he was going for. I thought it was like borrowing money, not like rutting about.
Godot sipping from his textureless cylinder, overlaid over his hand.
I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute, that's really not. This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Yours better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
Oh, boy.
She's just like so threatening.
You better not make me miss my bus. Public transport's important, pal. I'm like aggressive.
Well, it's that he doesn't have a
gumshoe.
scooter because he wrecked it, and he doesn't have a car because he wrecked that as well.
Yep.
Yep, you're right.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we can't press on like anything.
Great.
Great.
Gotta love it when it does that.
You know what that...
Sorry, Taylor, go on.
Maya.
Sorry, I interrupted Taylor.
Sally.
Oh, no, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
Go on, Maya.
You can do it, Nick!
You can do it now.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya?
No.
I need someone to throw at him if he gets angry.
Someone.
No, I'm good. I found...
Oh.
Sorry, go on.
No, sorry, we need to... So that sounds like a safety save time, is what it is.
Yeah, I would say so.
I agree. I agree.
I
Okay.
don't even have $500 to my name, much less $50,000.
Right, so...
I would have thought the... No, because the calendar, he had some business in December.
Yeah, the calendar shows him as meeting with him.
Kind of
Spent all of my time in my office. I think it would have to be...
This one.
That one?
Yeah, what does the calendar say? I think it just says meet with the tiger, doesn't it?
Meet with
There
the
we
tiger,
go.
yeah.
Yep. Spent all my time in the office. And I've just said, but no, I think that's it.
I'm just hesitant because it's probably gonna be like, well, it could have been in my office.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it could be that. I could be wrong. I could be overthinking, but.
But then, I mean, it'll be what it'll be is it's the right answer, but you've got to press it first, so that
We can't press, pal.
No, we can't press unrelated things.
No, I know.
But then it'll change the dialogue by like one word.
Yeah.
Or it'll provide some context which the game reckons that we need, which we don't actually need, and then it'll work. But let's see what happens, shall we? So we're gonna press the calendar. Not press, present. And it's wrong.
Damn it!
Dang it! Damn you! Okay.
Okay, nothing happened there. You didn't see.
Sorry about that. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my
That's how. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Well, don't feel worried about a thing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he probably is talking with a lisp when his tongue is stuck out.
Yeah.
See these teeth?
How does he talk when his tongue is like that?
That's how
It's very difficult.
that's how sharp my secretary is.
I feel kind of bad because the voices that I'm doing is nearly like 50% of my characters are Brooklyn characters. You know, they have this accent, don't they? Like, hey, it's me, it's Gumshoe.
Hey, it's me, it's the Tigre.
And like,
Hey, it's me, it's Godot.
and it's like they're all the same. They're just all the same voice. Anyway,
You're doing fine.
Godot is not actually quite
You
the
are.
same, but anyway, yeah.
That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says.
Mainly.
So that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
Growl.
There he goes again! What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what?
I feel like we press it, huh?
Yeah.
Press harder,
gotta
I guess,
go.
because...
Let's do it.
We're going in.
Mr. Tigre!
Yeah, what do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Oh, Godot, shut up.
This is a dead end, Triton. You know it. Remember the rules.
Objection.
No! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree. I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day, too?
Yeah, maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me.
Cats, because he's a tiger.
Meow.
I ain't never seen that young kid before.
Oh, there we go. Would that be it?
I do believe the witness's last statement was important.
Can you actually hear that? Like I'm leaning right back. So I'm trying to make it. I don't know if that's actually working or not.
Mr. Godot, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add.
There we go.
The court asks you to add your last statement to.
I can't.
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
No, I'm quite all right, thank you.
Okay. So,
Got him.
Safety save. But
Yeah.
so do we still think it's the calendar?
It's got-
I never saw that
'cause
kid
it's
before.
Glenn Elk's calendar, so it's like, well, if you don't know him, why is he meeting with the tiger?
The tiger.
Ta-da!
There it goes. Mr. Tigre. You claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elk. But it appears that Mr. Elk knew you.
What?
It's the same what I do for every character, though. I'll tell you that.
What?
Mr. Elk left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
Yeah, he just obviously wanted to go to the zoo. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
Well done, Judge. You keep it up.
Surprise, surprise.
I found my pet again, by the way. Don't worry about me.
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg.
Well, I know of one, but not all the others.
What do you mean? Oh, nothing.
Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
Shock.
Not bad. You's actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
I'm sure you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
Get back under the desk, Maya.
No. I've run out of cheeseburger crumbs. There's nothing to sustain.
Yeah, she's just like munching on a cheeseburger, like underneath like a hamster or something. Like,
yeah, there's no crumbs left to sustain me under there anymore.
I can finally eat one of these. She just pulls it out of her long sleeves. She's got like a bunch of them in there.
She's got grease stains all over her sleeves.
The thing is
that's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
We keep saying all these like jokes about Maya and the burgers and all that, and yet I don't think she's actually sort of mentioned anything about burgers in pretty much the entire time we've played. There's been like maybe one time.
Well, you know, she's mentioned it that one time, and that's it. It's stuck.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. Hey, you's calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing? Ruh-roh!
Scooby-Doo!
Ruh-roh!
Ruh-roh, there goes the pen again. Oh dear, I seem to have coated it in butter today. Oh dear, oh me, oh my.
Oh my, I've now dropped my...
Very raggy.
I've now dropped my backup pen. Excuse me while I retrieve it.
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? Is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth. Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
A nice cylinder.
That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
You never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
Whoa,
I mean, we saw him pulling the handsome Squidward and dropping.
So
it has to be him. I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elg. There was some guy.
You're supposed to read this.
Oh right, sorry. Oh yeah. I thought we were at the next bit. I got mixed up. I thought we were at the next bit. Sorry. So it's like, what was it?
I never met that Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with that name though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I fed up a meeting with that guy at my office. Tender lender.
Sorry, I sound like the King Candy.
Yes.
From
or Snagglepuss.
Wreck-It Ralph.
See, I don't know Snagglepuss.
Oh, Snaggle. You've not heard?
No.
Oh.
No, I know. Amazing. I've not.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I don't know that one.
I set up a meeting with the guy at my office. Tender lender, even.
Yeah, even.
Oh, yes. I think I know who you're talking about now. He kind of speaks a bit like this.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't know. What do you think, guys? I've never heard of him. Yes, it's kind of a bit camp. A bit,
Yeah.
But I don't actually, I haven't seen the thing, I just know the voice. Thuckering Thuckatash, which I know is
Sylvester.
I know, but I'm doing, whatever.
I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed.
He ain't ever showed.
Nah.
I ain't never ever been to that Tribulations joint. You hear?
Matches. There was matches in his office, so he's been.
Oh, yeah. Well done, Sarah.
Yeah, nice
Thank
one.
you.
I was also thinking, like, well, he has, because we met him there, and he beat us up.
Yeah, but we obviously haven't got evidence of that. But there was some Trebien, a matchbook in his office.
Yes. I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. This coffee's good.
I guess you could say he was dead late to his appointment.
It was, yeah, that's because. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, Wright.
No, it's.
Safety safe.
Let's see, it's a lamb, one of our cash, a tender lender, anyway, around for him. I've never been to Trebian. And again, he's pulling that face again.
That face.
So, what were these?
Boom!
There it is.
It's like,
Got it in one.
well, yeah.
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Yeah, matches? What you's talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
Huh?
If you've really never been to Tribulations before,
Pizza's hyperventilating.
what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You's been snooping around in my stuff now, too, wise guy? What are
Yes.
you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
That's sexist.
Yeah, that's bad.
Order, order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth. Don't you? I mean, if you don't mind,
Sorry! I'm terribly sorry, forgive me!
I ain't no pussycat.
there goes another pen. Oh,
gosh,
Don.
That's the backup pen for the backup pen.
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there. Been there. There. I might have been there. But I still never met that kid.
This coffee's good.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
Ugh.
Black and bitter, just lack truth.
What the heck?
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elg that day. And I like that he's changed his face in response to my internal dialogue. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have.
Hey, you want to be careful, Mr. Godot.
What do you say, boy? This coffee's
Well,
good.
no, I think if he knew that he poisoned the coffee, Godot would be like, just like twitching in anger. There's a lot of things that you can do to a man, but poison in his coffee, that there's unforgivable. Death!
Death. He just like slams the coffee cup into his
Mr.
face.
Godot, it's not actually up to death, I said.
I say death.
He's not got the whip or anything like that, but he can at least throw the coffee cup in the guy's face.
Yes. Or does it extra hot?
Oh,
Boom in the face.
okay, so I've got to actually read this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Read it this time, darling.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon, even though I prior said that I had not ever met the kid, or even knew of the existence of the kid. I actually had to meet him. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be. So I split. I heard the cop's sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
Well, he couldn't have, right? Because Victor didn't call the police until like 30 minutes after the fact because he was looking for a payphone.
You can't prove that I didn't go straight back to my office, though, can you? Oh, I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I'm gonna have to make the normal express.
Oh, God, this is actually hurting my
normal
throat now.
express. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right, I just got, you know, like when you're doing it, you're like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. And then all of a sudden, I just got this like tingle. Ah!
Yeah, it is uncomfortable.
I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. Ah! No problem. No problem. Anytime Trad presses you on anything irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
Hey, who died and made you the judge?
Mr. Coteau, that's my job. How dare you, boy?
It's mine now.
Your job is to slam your little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know, since you's paying.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? Apparently not, Phoenix.
Okay, this one, I'm not sure on.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant.
With the kid, I opened the door, saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out stiff as concrete. Figured so. I think it's the last one. So the cop siren's on the way out. So can we look at the evidence? Let's check the court record.
After I do a little safety save. Yeah,
Yes.
sure, of course, my friend.
I mean,
Let's see. $1 million bill. $1 million. Tiger.
he wouldn't have. He'd have to have, like, come all the way up to the table because he wouldn't have seen him because of the screens.
Oh, that is a good point.
So he's got
actually.
to have, like, come in properly to the restaurant because he wouldn't have seen him.
When I opened the door to the joint, I saw an ugly scene. The guy was laid out of the table as stiff as concrete. No, you're right.
He wouldn't see him.
Oh yeah, that's good. So if we look at where the victim was, like in the thingy.
Yeah, we've got the floor plan thing.
Well, I
haven't
gotta say,
we?
yeah, so as a reminder for everybody, here's the crime photo. You'll see he's in a cubicle,
Yeah.
you know, with walls on either side, on like 3 sides of him. And then...
Right, and he wouldn't have been able to see
Yeah,
that just by
it's-
opening the door.
Yeah.
So if I bring up the floor plans, again, just for reference, you'll see that... you can't see the mouse cursor, of course. So when you open the door, you can't see him.
Yeah, if he's like
So he wouldn't have known.
immediately walked in, he wouldn't have seen it. He'd have to have gone round the corner and then like up to the booth to
So-
see him dead.
So,
Yeah,
I wonder if... Do we...
good points there.
Should we just go
I think
for
it has to be the blueprints.
Try it.
Should we just... Boom!
Oh!
Hell yeah!
Hell
Sarah's on
yeah.
fire today.
Sarah is on fire today.
You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches. The tigre's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. An ace detecting lie detecting pro.
I'm sorry, did you say ace detective? I'm sorry.
Zvari!
An ace detective, you say?
I regret to inform you, Mr. Wright, that is actually trademarked. You now owe me $100,000. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. Really, Nick? Really?
You went there.
I got my talons in you now.
Oh boy.
Funny.
I would make the Phoenix noise, but that would be like more of a thing, and that just doesn't sound as cool. No, still not there. We'll workshop it later. But the important thing is, I think it's time we got something straight.
Oh, my goodness.
What's this, Trat? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed.
Metal Gear Solid now.
The Soliton radar allows you to see the field of view of all your opponents.
Sorry, I'm just imagining Nick there holding the floor plan up and then a little torch shining the field of view.
So if I don't know if you've seen the movie for Phoenix Wright. The actual live action movie, they have holograms when they bring up the pieces of evidence and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Can you even imagine?
Oh, as you do.
Because of course, I mean, don't all courts have that? I just love the idea.
They went to Maximilian Pegasus and borrowed his dual disc.
Maximilian Pegasus.
Maximilian Galactica.
Or no, that's Kaiba. That's Kaiba with the dual discs.
Yeah.
Pegasus had...
It's welcome to Ace Attorney Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway,
Yugi!
Anyway,
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the witness.
The witness would have had a clear view of himself.
Damn,
Well, because of the mirror, right? He would have seen himself sitting in the mirror. Oh, wait, that wasn't there.
We all know the judge is
I don't
a bit
know what I'm
senile.
saying.
We all know that the judge is a little bit senile.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables
There was a dancing chef.
was a blue badger,
Oh, God.
is a tall partition.
No, don't do the song. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why? That's true.
I know it is. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious.
It's so true it hurts.
From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
And he puts a piece of paper up to block it for him.
There's a very clear line on there, and it's just like, what, you guys don't understand? I just like, how does it? How's he had to cut off the light to be able to really make it?
I mean, darling, for me as a casual gamer girl, I needed it explaining to me.
I mean, naturally, you just wouldn't understand. But I mean, fortunately, we've got the Ace Detective Phoenix Wright here. Ace Detective, Ace Attorney,
And Ace Detective.
Shut
Phoenix
up, you!
Wright.
Nobody asked
What was
you.
that about an ace detective? That's another $500,000.
Also, to do a tailor, I don't discriminate against my Ace gamer girl, Sarah.
Oh,
I don't think she's silly.
I
mean,
know.
she is silly, but not in that way.
No.
Anyway,
Ends here.
Oh, he's sweating. He's
sweating now.
it looks like Piccolo.
Oh my God, he does.
Now this is this
does.
where the orange body paint starts to like
Yeah.
slowly melt
Like
off?
the fake tan.
Oh God.
And he's like
He's got
whiter than white.
streaks.
He's like the whitest person you've ever seen.
So, from the entrance of Tribulations, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. The victim was alone.
But the defense just proved that point to be moot. Because remember, there was a second
I
staged
was
crime
just gonna
scene,
say
because
that.
this is reasons.
It's just like a
The
shocked
victim
gasp.
witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
What?
That was the judge. That was the judge's what?
No, it wasn't.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim?
Huh? Crap.
Oh, that's a good point.
You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo? In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal.
Oh, we can't.
I mean, it's kind of a trick, right? Because it's like, it should be Violetta, but like Furio was the one who ordered it?
Oh lord, and we can't save either. I don't know. Because I would have thought that, like, Violetta was impersonating Maggie.
It has to be Violetta, doesn't it? Because the whole it was the whole, like, she came and brought the poison cup to him, but she didn't actually do it because he was already dead. From Victor Kudo's perspective, he saw a waitress come over, give him coffee, and then the guy died, apparently. But obviously we know that Tigre did it. We know that, you know, Furio did it. So it's got to be Viola. Like, as the, you know, the identity of the second, the accomplice.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe? I'm probably totally wrong, but...
In my defense, I'm probably totally wrong.
Obviously, it's the person you'd least expect. Detective Gumshoe.
I've dropped my gavel. I've dropped my...
What's the matter, Your Honor?
I seem to have dropped my gavel. Sorry, just a moment. Ruffle, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh dear. Oh, nothing. I just dropped my gavel again. Don't mind me. Carry on with the proceedings as normal. Oh.
Okay, so that's totally wrong. Right, well, I am going to save it now.
Yeah, we're going to have to take the hit on that one, but...
But at least now we can just reload.
Better think again while he's down there, Nick.
I guess I should have picked the obvious choice.
Fine, okay.
Which I suppose is Furio, then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very good. So, I've found my pen now. So, allow me to pose the question again, Mr. Wright.
You fool.
You idiot.
You bloody fool.
Obviously, it's the witness, you
foolish
dumb
fool, making foolishly foolish assumptions.
Yes. You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo? In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Fine.
Well, yeah, I guess it has to be him, then.
I would love to see how on earth Furio impersonated Glenn Elg. There's a bit of a difference.
Well, you know, if he's got the hat on his head...
Yeah.
And hides the spikes.
He's got the scouter.
Surely see her from back, I guess.
Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? I'm so flabbergasted and completely surprised. Well, witness. Now that's cute.
I can't even...
Now that's cute. Cute.
That's cute.
It just sounds really weird.
You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is the king in the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts. You can't threaten me, Mr. Tiger. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright.
Hold on! There goes the pen!
Mr. Wright?
It sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts. I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, don't leave me to handle this alone.
I'm too young to die.
Ha! Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godot! Mr. Godot? Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh, no.
Sailor!
Oh, right. Sorry. I was going to try to do a Phoenix thing from underneath my desk.
What,
The serving girl brought him a Javachino.
What were you?
She put something in it.
Were you retrieving a pen or a gavel, perhaps?
Yes, I was retrieving my pen.
There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Yeah, really trying to make it really obvious and visible.
Yeah, was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter.
It kind of does, actually.
The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
No.
We don't know it was poison, though. Could have just been sugar.
We don't know it's her either, because he only saw her from the back.
The kettle is slowly coming to a boil underneath the judge.
Yes, it was. Gosh darn it! I missed it again.
Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Oh, Lord.
Found your pen at last, right?
Actually, it was my badge. Oh, it was in my pocket.
I mean, that's pretty much the same thing, both of which are, like, attached to him.
Yeah.
Like,
But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress from behind.
Mm-hmm.
What about straps? I didn't say anything about straps.
You young'uns,
Yes,
leave me alone.
Your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. He's a butt guy. I mean, if Miss Glen Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible that the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? You mean the witness was an imposter?
I mean, the witness was an imposter, just not at this particular moment.
leave me alone.
Darling, it's okay.
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it?
Uh-oh.
Who was
not
this
again.
waitress
Oh,
that
well,
Kudo,
yeah.
Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Well, obviously
We're
it's
just a
Maggie
little bit
Bird.
early
I think
with-
it's Maggie Bird.
We're
was
just a
it
little bit
mine?
I know,
early.
Lisa Basil,
Lisa Basil.
obviously.
Absolutely not a robot.
Waitress Armstrong. He's always going, hey, I'm such a wonderful bitty button mistress lady. Sarah, don't look at me like that. I know it's not him. Like, I know. I'm doing it.
See, the problem is then
I'm
that you
doing a bit,
accidentally
Sarah.
click on it, Pete, and then we get blown up again.
It's like, is you being serious?
Sarah just gave me a look, and I'm like, I'm doing a bit. Like, I know.
Like, who is this woman?
A zombie. I mean, her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You was making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is?
Yep.
You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
I like how he had to add that, if you know what I mean. Like,
Hey, if you know what I mean. Wink. Glare.
Stop shaking, Nick.
I'm not shaking, you're shaking. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Ms. Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee out of the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
really?
I probably should change the laugh because I haven't done a cackling laugh.
Peter!
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody but Ms. Bird seems to have seen. out the earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured, and the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one this is not a logical explanation.
In that
There is
previous
only
flashback-
one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions.
In that previous-
We're in a soap opera.
In that previous flashback, his earpiece was in the other ear as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if that's significant. It's probably not, but just thought it was interesting.
The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you.
Witness? What have you got to say? That's cute. Sorry? You was all right. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get to my meeting now. But I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
There's something to think about?
You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you's missed out one real important thing.
But that can't be. I never miss anything.
I was smoking a joint I was in the joint that day. And I met the kid too.
So you lied under oath again?
Yep.
I mean, huh?
But I couldn't have poisoned him, you see?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Ha! What a troublemaker. What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're gonna need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Oh, Lord.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify.
Oh, come on!
What happened that day at Trebian between you? What happened that day between... Sorry. What happened that day at Trebian between yourself and the victim? What happened?
Now, darling, you have to read it.
Oh, no. I made a mistake once. I'm sorry.
Only once.
It was once.
But it's like Maya. She only had to mention the hamburgers once.
Yeah.
And that was the end.
Yeah, I loaned Elle cash, around $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming.
So that's why it's in his right ear, because this is the actual gland.
Yeah.
Yes, I won! $500,000! He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. That's why he's dead. Because he's so lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Huh?
Except, no, hold up. Because Furio was in the hole for like a million, right? For the
For the car repair.
for the surgery for Violetta.
Oh, surgery. Yeah, sorry.
So he needed more money than just $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judge.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just thinking about what you were saying. Now I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
For those that don't know, the principal is the initial amount of money.
Yeah, well, you's got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know.
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice as principal. I got really squeaky there, and I didn't mean to.
It's me, Phoenix Wright.
And they say,
Mr. Nick, why do you sound like me?
"Oh, Pearls, where have you gone?"
I know, I need her back. I miss her.
She's still running along the train track.
After all this time.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid.
Yes, you did.
And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one, but what is it?
Come on, Nick. You nearly got your ass whooped because of it. I mean, come on. You think you'd remember?
Yeah, but we don't have the evidence.
Hey, pal,
We do?
please don't tell me you forgot the piece of paper that I
Oh,
literally
yes, we
took
do.
a million blows to the face for.
What did he take off us?
He tried to take that, and then Gumshoe came in and avenged us, and we got away with the
Right,
paper.
yeah.
So we still have it, because if we
forgot
didn't,
about
that
that.
was it blown out of the water, basically.
It's real nice that you forgot, pal. Real nice.
After all I do for you, and you just forget. You know, you treat me like trash, pal.
So yeah, so I loaned him $100,000. That day we was about to have a little chat. Anyway, it's no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten him. He starts screaming. So he got real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over. So I guess we'll press, because I don't actually...
Can we press, though?
The waitress. You mean...
Yeah, the girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom. Over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this. I guess ask how things would have been?
Yeah.
Well, I'm also curious as to what he's trying to say that Maggie did. What? Poison the guy? Is that what she's trying to say? If Maggie hadn't poisoned the guy...
Yeah, that's I think what he's
If
what
he'd
he's
not
implying,
if he'd not been killed with poison, then I would have knocked him out myself.
What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness! You will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh?
Okay. So after the $100,000,
There we
I
go.
didn't have no
to
other
kill the-
reason to
yeah,
kill
we
them.
go.
There we go.
Bada bing,
Bada
bada
boom.
boom.
You could say
Bada bing, bada boom.
about the bada bing, bada boom, you, my friend.
I like to imagine it's got Gumshoe's blood on it though, from where he was like hitting the face.
Go Dallas multipass. Sorry.
So,
Big bada
you
boom.
just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Glenn Elg owed you, correct?
I'll loan the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, $100,000 wasn't enough to cover it, was it?
Huh?
About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
Yeah, where did you get all this info?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost
$1 million.
Got Luke at me just there, and they go, $1 million.
No, and so this is how you know it's in America, though, right? Because only in America would the surgery cost $1 million and not be covered in by insurance.
Payment for these expenses was due in December of last year and was paid in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Ha! No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up dead as a dead. The hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
I'm gonna take his legs.
Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
However, we shall have to find out why his life depended on it next week.
Dang it.
Because, unfortunately, we have run out of time.
Shucks.
So, hopefully you like what we do. And if you do like what we do, then why don't you go ahead and hit that smash that like button. If only one day I will remember what it is, so I don't interrupt myself halfway through.
You'll decide if it's like or smash.
Smash? No, it's smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like the subscribe button, subscribe the like button, and smash the bell.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring the dingle doodle bell so that you get notified of when we put up new videos. And Sarah will want me to say to do a happy dance because, that's her thing. And with that, that's been us. So take care, everyone.
Ta-ta for now.
We're sorry.
Take care.
You stole Taylor's line again.
You stole my line, pal!